Most people would be happy with a pair of AirPods for their audio needs. But what about those that spend tens of thousands of dollars on their hi-fi setups? The global audio market is a rapidly growing industry, projected to reach $138 billion by 2026. The majority of this market caters to entry-level users looking to stream wirelessly from their phones or laptops to headphones and speakers. On the other end of the spectrum is the audiophile community, people who've invested huge sums of money to find the perfect sound. But why? How does audio equipment get so expensive? The first reason is the sheer volume of equipment that goes into a hi-fi setup, tailored specifically to a user's tastes and preferences. Hi-fi setups come in all shapes and sizes, but perhaps one of the biggest differentiators among systems is the source of the sound. Some systems are desktop-based, integrated with a user's computer system, and are designed for listening to lossless audio file formats. On the other hand, some high-end audiophiles have dedicated setups filling entire rooms to enjoy their favorite music. Most of them have extensive physical collections of music, which needs to be played on analog equipment. One of the most popular storage mediums is the classic vinyl record. Besides offering users a warmer, higher quality sound, it also allows them to participate in an age-old tradition, taking a record out of a sleeve, putting it on, and enjoying it just like how people did back in the day. But variations in hi-fi setups don't end with digital versus analog. After the sound source, hi-fi setups typically feature other components that sound signals pass through before they reach the speakers or headphones. Components such as DACs, typically used in computer-based setups, convert digital signals into analog signals, usable by the system's headphones, speakers, or both. After that, enthusiast-grade setups can have separate preamps. A preamplifier receives and processes a low-voltage, high-impedance signal into a high-voltage, low-impedance signal, which is then passed on to the amplifier. The process is called gain. A separate preamp allows listeners to fine-tune the gain, adjusting the volume, equalization, compression, and balance of the input signal to make it warmer. For many audiophiles, the amp, which receives the signal from the preamp and increases it enough to power the speakers, is the heart of the system. Higher quality amps such as Dan D'Agostino's Relentless Monoblock can even near totally dampen transformer noise for a truly pristine audio experience, all for the low price of $125,000. And now for the star of the show, the listening medium. Whether it's speakers or headphones, one of the key determinants of the overall listening experience is the frequency response, the foundational concept of audio. To put it simply, it's the ability of a piece of audio equipment to accurately reproduce tones across the entire frequency spectrum. A lot of components in a pair of headphones or speakers can contribute to its frequency response. Some manufacturers even construct their headphones out of bespoke parts, ensuring the tightest quality control possible, down to the smallest component. This is how headphones such as the Abyss Diana are able to fetch price tags of over $3,000, while some of the world's best speakers can fetch upwards of $800,000. Still, regardless of how much money you end up throwing at your hi-fi system, there are lots of things that can end up affecting the overall sound of your system. Something beginners often overlook is the room the setup is in. If not placed in a properly set up room, even a $50,000 system is going to sound bad due to the sound waves reflecting across the walls and bunching up before they reach your ears. Getting the most value for your money when it comes to audio systems basically comes down to knowing your own preferences and having a basic understanding of just how those high-end components improve the sound. Just don't get too lost in the weeds. You might end up burning a $100,000 hole in your wallet.